The best way to establish rapport in a first meeting is to exchange personal stories. Establishing rapport is generally the first step in every B2B textbook, but the old-fashioned way was to talk about the weather or the football results or notice something on your client's desk, a photograph maybe, and talk about that as if you're very interested. And maybe the modern equivalent is to stalk them on social media and find something that you're also maybe interested in and talk about that. But this is not the best way. It's fake. I was discussing this topic with a close friend who's a very experienced sales manager, and he told me about going to a client meeting, a first meeting, walking down the street, and a bird flew overhead and shat upon his shoulder. He went to the reception and he was directed to the bathroom, and in the bathroom, while he was cleaning off the mess, the person he was going to meet came in and they established rapport. Well, you can't plan for that. That's not repeatable. But preparing your personal story is. When we established our consulting company a few years back, I'd been trying to have a meeting with the managing director of a particular company and it wasn't going to happen. He was based in Perth, where my business partner is, and I arranged for her to meet him instead. She wasn't very happy with that arrangement because in our company I do the selling and she's a procurement expert, a buying expert. That's her expertise, winning tenders. But we had a pre-meeting and I coached Sue to tell her personal story. And that's the story about how she got into procurement, how she got into the business of helping companies win tenders, and her frustration with salespeople when she needs critical information to win a tender and they just don't have it. So she practiced that story, and after the meeting she called me very excited and she said, "Mike, I told my story and the managing director said, 'Welcome to my world, let's go to the whiteboard.'" He told her all about his frustration with his sales team. And there's the clue. Telling your personal story so that you can exchange stories, so that you can get the other person's story. You might say something like, "Well, enough about me. What about you? How did you get where you are? How did you get into your role?" And then you exchange stories and rapport is established. My definition for establishing rapport is once you've exchanged personal stories. And everything goes much better. You have a much more productive meeting, you're credible, you're trusted, all of your questions get good results, good answers, and the whole process goes more smoothly. So the best way to establish rapport is exchange personal stories. I'm Mike Adams.